All right, y'all, here we go. We're back for episode number 2. It should be a simple one today, but check this out. By the way, everything I'm going to read right now has already been taken down from social media, aka X, Twitter. Shaq was the first one to put the hit out, and he already took it down, but it goes like this. I'm going to read it out for you guys, and then you guys will also have the image up so you can see it here on the video. The fact you think I care about you is funny, but I will never bring your name up again. Sensitive big man, a jokester that can't take a joke. Won't ever say your name again, ever again. Have a great day, and now you've been deleted. And then Dwight Howard actually went to that same post and he responded, I know you care because yo insecure ass been hating and talking shit for 20 years. You too big to be this insecure. I hope you don't bring my name up again. 52 years old tweeting me and still hating. Now all this time you was joking. You've always been jealous. Jealous of Kobe, Penny, and D Wade. You jealous of Charles too. Go move around, big lazy insecure ass. So yeah, basically that's the response. These two, they've been beefing for forever. I know Dwight had told him to like, oh, let's settle this in the ring. Recently, Dwight just put out another tweet saying to like have him on the podcast. But I know Dwight's not. I mean, Shaq's not gonna do that. He's not gonna go on Dwight Howard's podcast. By the way, Shaq does have his own podcast too. So yeah, I don't see him bringing over views. It would actually do numbers though. If they were to go on each other's podcast, it would do crazy numbers. But whatever. I'll just give you my opinions on this. I think they're childish as shit. I side with Shaq on this because obviously he got more accolades, whatever, career wise, and he's the champion, a 3-time back to back, then got one with D Wade. So he's got 4 rings. He's more of a Hall of Famer than Dwight. Dwight's obviously a Hall of Famer too, but obviously the pedigree goes to Shaq. My thing is though, Shaq's a child when it comes to this. He has always hated on Dwight. He's always hated on him. He's always been negative towards him. This all goes back to like the dunk contest and him getting the nickname Superman or nicknaming himself Superman. It's always rubbed him the wrong way. And I don't know why, because Dwight for so long was the most dominant center in the game. And this was well, actually during some of Shaq's years, Shaq was still in the league. But even after that, like Dwight was the best center in the league, and he was running shit when he was in Orlando. So give me your thoughts, dude. I personally think it's childish, and they should. I mean, this shouldn't even be a thing anymore. They're both retired.
I feel like Shaq has a really big ego and he's always been like jealous of a lot of people, including, in my opinion, Charles Barkley, um, Dwight Howard for the whole dunk contest Superman thing. And he's always hating on a lot of players just in general on on inside the TNT. He's always like
He
talking.
does, yeah. I don't like how, and he, you know what he does, right? He talks bad about them, but he says, "Oh, that's just like how I show love. That's how I
Yeah,
push
yeah,
you to be
but
better." But
uh,
come on now.
in my opinion, he's a hater and like he's out of the limelight now, so he just tries throwing shade and try to compare like his stats and how good he was to other people, and he just talks down on everybody because nobody could obviously match what he did. But especially with Dwight, it's always been personal ever since.
It's always been personal with Dwight. That's why I don't mind Dwight responding. Like, bro, you a whole grown ass
Like if
man.
I was Dwight, I would respond the same way because he's been bullying Shaq for Dwight for a couple of years now.
Yeah, he's been on that for if it seems like for like a decade now. They've been on that back and forth. And obviously when Dwight was in the league, he was more quiet about it because he's just trying to, go about his business, make his money, do his thing, focus on
Also,
winning
I'm sure he looked up to Shaq too. Like when he was young, when Dwight was in his prime, I'm sure like Shaq was somebody that he looked up to. They used to be boys. Remember in the they had a dance off and everything together. In the one of the All-Star games, they're even dancing together. But then
I think that was like LeBron. I think it was Braun and him.
no, no, I
There's
saw
one with Dwight and Shaq.
that Dwight and Shaq. They're like both together dancing. It was like in 2006.
Yeah, dude. Look, I think Shaq being the legend that he is, having that level of success, there's legit no need one to envy or be jealous of anyone. He says that it's not that, but the problem is it comes off that way. It comes off that way.
Uh,
And Dwight Howard, like why would you throw shade at him? He did nothing wrong but be dominant. Like he was actually a dominant center. And
Yeah,
no, his ring didn't come at the height of his success when he was the best player, but he still got a ring, and he is gonna go down as one of the best centers of all time. Dwight Howard was really good.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. My whole thing is they should just cut this off. And I understand Dwight now more than ever because he's already older. He's already out the league.
Not
He's
even in the
playing
league.
overseas.
That's
Yeah,
very,
he's playing overseas. It's like, bro, what are
yeah.
you doing? You're a whole grown man. You're hating. Like it's it because at the end of the day, it is what it is, bro. He's hating. Whether he's jealous or not, he's still hating. He's throwing shade for no reason. Like there's legit no reason. Why are you trying to belittle him? It doesn't make any sense. You should be trying to uplift him. Like,
And he
yo,
and then he's trying to gaslight him by telling him that he's sensitive.
yeah, calling him sensitive because he can't take a joke. But the problem is, Shaq's been known to not be able to take a joke as well. Like, I think Shaq himself, I think Shaq is actually the sensitive one more than Dwight, to be honest. I do think Shaq is more likely to respond or react a certain way off of someone's comments more than Dwight Howard.
Yeah, yeah, and have a problem with that too. Like he has a lot of problems. Like any little thing pisses him off, and he'll hold that against you for a while.
Against you, and and he'll carry that with him, but
He
he
told me that
shouldn't.
I'm sure
The
with him and
problem is,
he had
and
problems with that.
that's my issue with it though. My thing is that I like Shaq, and I'm always gonna like Shaq because of what he did on the court, and he played with Kobe, which RIP to Kobe, that's my guy. So I'll always have that connection with Shaq because bro, 3 chips in LA with Kobe, comes to Miami, wins one here with Wade. I mean, he's just a bigger than life personality. So I got love for Shaq. I've never liked how he approaches giving his criticism and how he attacks certain players or just the way it comes off. I've never liked it.
Yeah, I've never seen like a legend as good as him be that much of a hater towards people. Like any, not even maybe MJ a little bit,
And
but
not even. I feel like
not
MJ, like if you look at the history of like how MJ treated Kobe, like bro, he gave him the
exactly.
blueprint. He showed him the way. You feel me? And
Yeah.
and like yeah, you could say that these dudes are like more old school. It's like tough love, but I don't want to hear that from Shaq. It
Yeah,
just
but there's a lot of people from that era that show love. That's a Shaq thing. That's a
dude, it's
personality.
and by the way, I just want to like separate like the NBA criticism with what Shaq does off the court. Shaq blesses people, bro. At the store, he'll run up and buy you whatever you need. You need a washing machine. You need toys for the kids, holidays. He blesses people, bro. So I'll never speak on that ever. I like Shaq's got my respect forever when it comes to things like that. It's just I think the way he criticizes some of the NBA players, man, there's no way that it's not gonna rub certain players the wrong way. He just comes off
Yeah.
bad. It comes off bad.
And it
Yeah.
comes down to at the end him comparing himself. Like he expects people to be at his like what he was. Or
Well, that's not a bad like bar to set because like that's his. You gotta understand. He's viewing it from if I could do it, you could do it, which is not
but
necessarily
if
the
you don't hit that,
case.
but if you don't hit that bar, you're trash in his eyes. Look at
But
Dwight
that's
Howard.
but that shouldn't be though. That shouldn't be. I mean, if that's what the issue is here, then Shaq's gonna have to like all of a sudden stop. You cannot, you know what I mean? Start comparing people to
Like, okay,
yourself.
Jokic, like, has he ever said anything negative towards him?
Well, the game is different now, and Jokic would still get hits because he's out on the perimeter. He's a hub center, so he's passing the ball like a maniac. He got handle, he got dribbling abilities. So it's just a different
I
era.
bet he'll still find something to say about him.
But that's also another reason why you should be a little bit more reserved when you criticize people because the game is played differently now. The game is just different. And talking about criticism, like he could get critiqued. Like imagine how many more points Shaq would have had if he would have knocked down his free throws, or if he would have had a midi, or if he was shooting three. You know what I mean? Like we could always criticize his game. Now the problem is, yeah, he was so dominant. Like doing that, you come off stupid. So again, it's not even about going at Shaq. It's about him realizing the way that you come off at times is just what it is. And he doesn't care. I know he doesn't care. He doesn't mind that. He's like, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. That's his mentality. But what I'm trying to say is maybe you should just look in the mirror and realize, well, maybe I should tone it down because I'm gonna keep on getting into these back and forths with all kinds of players because of the way that I say things, the way that I present my thoughts and my ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. I don't know, man. As far as Dwight goes, I got respect for Dwight too. Another great player,
Yeah.
another Hall of Famer. I don't like seeing this. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even like seeing this shit. I don't even like that we're making a video about this. But I do feel like we might as well speak on it because, dude, these are like. I mean, Shaq. I mean, Dwight is not retired yet, but he's out the league. Like he's playing in Taiwan overseas. His career's on the back end. He's about to be retired. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing? You guys are like basically two old heads going at it on Twitter. And Shaq,
Attention though, like that gives attention, and
I
at the
get it. And again, I've
attention.
always said it. Any attention, especially for them, they got their own podcast or whatever. This is gonna bring viewership because now they're expected on their next episode to address it. So bro, they're getting their money. They're getting their, you know what I mean, their traffic off of it. But dude, look at who they are. They don't need that. They don't need no beef.
I think it makes Shaq look like pretty stupid,
Yeah,
honestly.
it makes. I think the bad look definitely 100%. It reflects on Shaq and Dwight. If I'm Dwight, I'm doing the same thing. I'm defending myself at this point. Like, bro, what are you doing? Yeah.
I'm with Dwight on this side.
Let's wrap up this quick little episode talking about the Liangelo ball that's trending. Have you seen it? Have you heard it?
Swerve through the corner. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, yo, bro. Hey, they're playing it at the arenas.
I
Uh,
saw I
in
saw
the
a play of the NBA, my bad, NBA Live '05.
oh yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like them playing it.
sounds like the song.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That shit
The Lions, bro, the Lions in their locker room, they were celebrating. They had it playing, like it's trending. Apparently, I don't know if this is true on Spotify. He's out streaming like Lil Baby and stuff.
he got invited to Rolling Loud.
That's hilarious. He. If I'm him, I'm taking that offer. I'm going to Rolling Loud.
Probably gonna perform that song only, and like he's gonna
Yeah,
perform with the artist.
I
But
mean, I would just
everybody's
perform
gonna
that
have
once.
to when that shit comes out.
Yeah, just perform that one song and hey, you never know. Maybe he drops another one or two more bangers and it's popping. Who knows, bro? We about to get a Liangelo Ball album in 2025. People were saying it sounds like
Nelly.
yeah, like Nelly, like
I
New
actually
Orleans,
thought
like
before I saw him, before I heard people saying that, I was thinking the same thing.
it does. It had like the bro, it's like the
Country
old
grammar.
school, it's the old school early 2000s catchy hook, bro. Is what it was. Anyways, yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching this video. We're gonna catch you guys on the next one. Again, NBA trade deadline coming up soon here. We should have a lot of videos, a lot of stuff to talk about. So make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. We would appreciate if you guys left a thumbs up on the video. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.